안녕하세요, 최진욱 프로입니다. 이번 영상에서는 필드에서 거리를 계산하는 법, 경사지에서 치는 법, 그린 리딩하는 법 등 필드 현장에서 공략법을 배우는 과정을 담은 영상입니다. 영상에 출연하는 WGP 아카데미 소속 안성현은 나라를 대표하는 최연소 국가대표 선수입니다. 16살 성현이는 PGA 선수가 되는 게 꿈이며 현재 저희 아카데미에서 훈련을 하고 있습니다. pga코치 크리스메이슨이 성현이에게 말하길 PGA 선수들처럼 이미 스윙을 하고 있고 샷을 치고 있다고 하였습니다. 그렇지만 골프는 스윙이 좋다고 해서 다 PGA 선수가 되는 것은 아닙니다. 그래서 이번 영상을 통해 실제로 골프의 가장 필요한 핵심을 담게 되었습니다. 이와 같은 PGA 선수들이 코치에게 배우는 공략법 영상은 유튜브에서 최초 공개라고 생각합니다. 꼭 하나도 놓치지 말고 끝까지 시청하시길 바랍니다.
Tiger Woods would say you should never hit a shot that if you hit dead straight is going to get you in trouble. So like on this shot here, like he's hit what he thought was a very good drive, but it was too far right because it's just cold and it's his first swing of the day. Like now if he hits a dead straight shot here, like you can't be hitting a dead straight shot in the trees. Par 5, he's in trouble already. So now you're trying to hit a shot that if he hits it dead straight, he's still going to be in the fairway, and if it cuts, then great. So what he should be doing is lasering. I'm guessing it's probably 150, right? And then trying to hit a 150 shot with cut. So go grab your laser and like a 7 and 8 iron and a 6 iron.
249 yards.
Okay.
이런 2. 어떻게 할 거야?
핀 보고.
핀 보고?
나 핀. 살짝 뻥하는 핀 사이 보고.
오케이.
How far is he going to try and land this?
55야드.
Did you do what you wanted?
너무 짧게 쳤어요.
He's talking about the result. Did he do what he wanted to do?
스윙을 하면 되는데 터치가.
Okay. So like what we're talking about is the difference between the process oriented and results oriented, right? And it's like you should be over there and be like, this is my 55 shot. This is my 55 shot.
55야드.
Boom. Yep. I hear that 55. But I want him to have a feeling for what 55 is and then commit to that. And then if the result's no good, then he just needs to practice, right? Because the touch isn't good enough.
야, 몇년 줄 건데?
When you're doing yardage acquisition, right? So like you should be doing pin first and then uphill or downhill. Did you do uphill here? No. So let's say it's 2 up. So now we're at 147, and then you would do wind, but no wind, and then you do temperature. Like, so for me, 147, I would be trying to make the machine say 155. I would do 8 meters because it's 45 degrees out. And then for you, Sung, like I find it very easy to visualize his shot because I know the ball's going to cut. So what I would be doing with him is taking his worst amount of fade, right, which with a 8 iron is probably, 30 feet. And I would be taking the edge of the right green and going 30 feet left of that.
So he's gonna aim left of the.
Yeah, so I would have him aim about 10 feet left of the pin. So if he hits a great shot, it's 10 feet left. If he hits a bad shot, he's on the edge of the green. Did he do what he wanted?
네.
153. So then when we get up to the hole, right, we're going to see like how far long or short he is based off this number, and then we've got a number that's exact for this temperature. So 145 was actual pin number, and we hit at 153, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to your pitch mark. So your ball went 150. So we actually only had 3 yards of cold. And then we went 1, 2, 3. We had 3 yards of roll on for the firmness of the green. So for me, it's like now I know, okay, I don't have to add so much for the cold. But I also know any shots that are going on this far, like my pitching wedge is probably going to go on 1 yard. My 5 iron's probably going to go on 5 yards. And then the other thing, now seeing this green, like that's a very violent slope. I gave you a miss to the edge of the green, but like now seeing this, I would have had the miss to be on the pin, because there's no way I would have wanted to be right at this pin. So like every single shot we hit, every single one is an opportunity for us to learn something that's going to help us in the next hole, in the next shot, in the next round. There's a tour read algorithm, right? I don't think I've taught it to him. 1, 2, 10. So you're doing the number of paces times by 2, which is 20. So on a 1% slope, this would be 20 inches out. 1%. But like this is 4%. So it would be 20. You'd be 80 inches. There's the read.
That's in.
Perfect read.
That's in.
Did he do what he wanted?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, it's. I know it's not a perfect shot, but it's a great shot, right? It's like it started on his line, it did what he wanted. Like I know he's working on his swing. His swing looks much better than last night. Excellent. I'd want to know where the pin position is, and then I'd be trying to lay up to my favorite number that creates the correct trajectory and spin to attack the pin.
핀까지
어.
한 300m.
Does that include uphill?
오르막했어요. 90m.
So he likes 90 meter, 90 yards or 90 yards. 90 yards.
90m.
Meter. So
100야드.
100 yards.
Now, most of the time, guys, you're going to be better off getting as close to the pin as you can. So the situation would be like if maybe the pin's on the front and the greens are hard. Maybe the pin's on the front and it's downwind. Or maybe I don't feel good from like 50 to 60 yards, right? But basically something where I'm like, I feel much better having a full shot with the spin that I want versus an in-between shot. What does he think this lie is going to do?
두려운.
Yeah, little draw.
Okay. I'm a little uncomfortable, but let's hit the shot and we can chat. Good. Down a little bit, and it's above him. So just for everything to me, it felt to me like it was, if anything, going to be like a little chunky and over here. Like he did it well. Like personally, if I was caddying for him, I would probably have him go to 5 wood and then like purposely come steep to guarantee contact and then try and hit it straight to little cut. Like you're basically aiming in a place where if I hit it dead straight, it's fine. And then he's trying to like squeeze cut a little bit. So just get a little steeper and like, yeah, excellent. Excellent.
그런데 이렇게 다운힐 라이에서 특별히 신경 써야 되는 게 있냐고 물어봐요.
다운이?
Good.
내리막이잖아.
You go a little bit wider with your feet, and I would try and get the club as flat on the floor as you can. The tendency for good players is actually for the heel to grab and the face to shut, and they hit pulls. With the good players, they're trying to get the handle almost feeling like a little higher, so they can kind of guarantee the cut. But a lot of good players hit pulls off that. So let's add 2 yards for cold. And then it's probably going to bounce on. So because we're going uphill, the landing angle's not going to be as steep. So it's probably going to roll on a bit more. Let's do 3 off of the actual number. So we'll go 79.
$88.
88.
저 건물 우측 끝판 살짝 왼쪽으로.
So I would be having him like pick a window. It's a beautiful shot. We're coming down to exactly what he needs to work on. He's just not good enough from 130 yards and in. You're an incredible ball striker. Like incredible. The difference is like a PGA Tour player is super pissed if they're 3 yards off on that last shot. He's 9 yards off. Like with where the pin is on the front, I wouldn't be taking 3 yards off. I would just keep it on the pin number. And if he hits the pin number and it goes on 3 yards, that's fine too. So 111 on the quad. you'd turn your left toe out slightly. You'd put your knee over the toe so that the pressure stays into that left toe. That'll keep the spine moving in this direction, and you'll be able to stay down in the shot. The tendency from this lie is to try and help it up, and then it's thin and right. Right? So now because this is downwind and the pin's on the front, this is a very difficult shot. So like this is where when I'm out on tour, like the tour players, although they're trying to hit this really close, they're basically just trying to hit it where Sung's ball is like 20 feet long. If they've left them this shot, right, which is not a full wedge on the downslope to a front pin, they've already made a mistake. So now they're like, okay, if I miss this, it's going to go to the pin. If I hit it good, it's 20 feet long. Let's try this one, Ollie. So we'll go handle higher, right? Have no hinge, and then just run it through. Yeah, that shot that I was teaching the kids yesterday. So try and get the heel up and get the face open. Keep going. There you go. So basically, what you're doing is like dragging the toe on the ground, and then you're dragging the toe on the ground. Well, that came out lovely. That came out pretty good, though.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try one.
Yeah, that was much better.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's much better than the bunker.
140, 140.
We hit it at 140, and he's 11 short, so we needed 151, right? So in my mind, it's like, okay, we had 160, came down 15, 145, and then you hit it 140. We were 11 short, so we needed 151, so I think it is down 15, right? So either the wind and the cold is like adding 6 yards. Good putt.
스윙은 네가 원하는 대로 했어?
아니 좀 잘 안 된 것 같아.
그러니까 너 안 되는 거 아는데 너가 원하게 딱 커밋했냐고. 네가 원하는 스윙을
시도했어?
네, 시도했어.
Yeah, you did.
So, like, I think he's playing the wrong shot here, right? So you got hazard down the left, and you got OB right. Right? You can't hit it OB because OB were right back when we started. At least if it's hazard, you're up there. So I would have you tee up as far right as you can, right? And then take the worst shot that he could hit, which I would say is the one he just hit, which is like 30 yards a slice. Take the out of bounds and go 30 yards left. So now that, for me, that puts him basically down the edge of the hazard, right? So go down the edge of the hazard and try to hit a straight shot. And be okay if it goes in the hazard. There you go. Well done.
이거는 스윙을 잘못한 게 아니라 완벽하게 공략을 잘못한 거야.
Listen to what Ollie just told me.
There's one thing that you can't do on this hole. It's go right. If you go left, it's hazard, which is okay. So you want to hit a shot that you make sure does not go right.
That's what I learned caddying from Steele. Like he would have these shots where he's like, if I cannot go right, I hit this shot, and if I cannot go left, I hit this shot. So even that, like he fades his driver every time, and it's like if he knows it's going to fade, it's like you got to aim over here. If you don't feel comfortable aiming over here, could you maybe aim right with a 3-wood and try and turn it over? Right, so at least then it's going away from the out of bounds. I think, well, then you're doing exactly what we did, which is basically taking a bandwidth. And it's like, okay, my worst shot right now is like, he's got like a 30-yard slice, which is fine. But you're then taking like from the edge of that and going 30 yards left, which is what we just did. Right, so the nice thing is the lesson last night fixed the left shot. So now we're trying to get him to hit it straight. So let's hit 2 shots here. The first one, left side of the fairway, just let it cut like we've been doing. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay. Now we'll go full technical. You're going to do same backswing, but try and release it to hit it straight. Still aim in the same spot.
Different release or it's just straight?
Or he's going to square it up, right? Because we've got the face open now on the backswing, which has stopped him hitting pull draws. So now from there, it's like, okay, well, he's got to release it to try and get the face square. Aim a tiny more right. Still left it open.
103. 109.
This is only plus 5.
아빠랑 형은
Against wind.
5 보고
Plus 5.
14.
114.
5 for wind.
아 온도까지
Best?
합쳐서 온도까지.
Yeah.
온도까지 합쳐서 한 110.
내가 마이너스 플러스 3 하래. 그럼 뭐야?
선에서 112에다가 온도 2에서 110.
No.
114.
Okay.
114. 어디 봐?
핀한 1년 오지.
1 yard right of flag.
It's a better shot.
112. 딱 봐도 괜찮았어. 2야드.
어떻게 칠 거야?
약간 힌지앤 홀드로
인젠 홀?
Mm-hmm. Shot.
다음 주 안성현 선수는 5월 2일부터 5월 5일까지 KPGA GS 칼텍스 매경 오픈에 출전합니다. 갤러리도 많이 가주시고 많은 응원 부탁드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.